10 Things Your Child Should Know, stories about Black history, as well as math worksheets on division, multiplication, and addition, and free worksheets can all be found at blackineducation.com. Please also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Black in Education. On September 14, 1924, the American Baptist College opened its doors. Like some other historically Black colleges, the American Baptist College got its start from a religious organization. In 1913, the National Baptist Convention, an organization of Black Baptists, commissioned a committee to study the idea of creating a school for its ministers. By 1924, the doors of the school were open, and it would go on to educate many key leaders in the civil rights movement in Nashville, including Congressman John Lewis, Dr. Bernard Lafayette, Dr. Julius Scruggs, Jim Bevels, and William Barbie. But the story of the founding of the National Baptist Convention is even more compelling to me. The National Baptist Convention traces its founding to Saturday, November 22, 1880 in Montgomery, Alabama. 151 people met to form the Foreign Mission Convention to help spread the gospel of Jesus Christ to those in Africa. 6 years later, in 1886, another 600 delegates from 17 states met in St. Louis, Missouri, to form the National Baptist Convention. Later, the National Baptist Education Convention was formed in 1893. The three organizations merged in 1895 at Friendship Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia. Adam Daniel Williams, grandfather of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., was present at that meeting in Atlanta. Reverend Williams became president of the Atlanta Baptist Ministers Union, chairman of both the executive board and the finance committee of the General State Baptist Convention, and a member of the convention's educational board and its Young Baptist People Union and Sunday School board. Williams was active in the fight for justice, on the front lines with people like Henry McNeil Turner, who was a famous pro-African leader in the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Williams was the pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia, and he grew the congregation from just 13 people when he arrived to 400 people by 1903. He was active in the equal rights movement long before his grandson would become a leader in the civil rights movement, and he arguably paved the way and was an example for his grandson as he fought for voting rights and equal treatment in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. But before him, there was his father, who was born in slavery in the 1800s in Georgia. Willis Williams was a preacher and was part of a church called Shiloh Baptist Church in Greene County, Georgia. While he did not know it, his desire to preach and the fire that it created inside of him would make his son want to become a preacher and would pave the way for his great-grandson to become one of the most famous preachers of all time.